这个完全可以控制掉主观呀。对，我怕
停了也能控制，因为词没事。
我就怕这种吧，就是怕上面的反装的时候不歪了。
不用调，就你钉子留出来一点缝，它不就停了？
上面板子装的时候，它就正常，可能会往下偏一点。因为下面是有接脚线的，上面没有。
明白。
Okay. Okay, so I will give you the final project that you have to do. And yes, just find this web page, and our final project is based on this. Okay. Okay, just give you 1 more minute, and then we will start. Okay, so I think yes, we get enough students. Okay, so our final project has 2 parts. Okay, we have 2 parts for our final project. The first part is the basic part. So you finish the basic part, you get the parsing score and finish report. Okay, and what is the basic part? The basic part is here. Is if you using this website goes for here, the cube map. Cube map, yeah. The basic part is request for everyone. Okay, so go to the cube map. Okay, that we're quite slow. Let me turn the VPN on. Okay, yeah. Okay. For the basic part, you need to implement this skybox, which I will wait for the website. Okay. Yeah. You get all the code here. All you have to do is make it work on your system. Okay. This is for basic part, which is required by every student. When you finish that, write a report about how a theory about it and how you implement it. Sorry, the network is deadly slow. Okay, I don't know why, but it is so slow. But you can access to this website either in China or out of China. You don't need VPN actually. If you use VPN, it might just be a little bit quick. But if you don't use the VPN, you can still get access to this website and implement this and show a skybox. Okay, so this is the first part. which is also the basic part. The basic part is must for every student. Yeah. Show me this. This is a camera-based system, so you can see around and you will see this cube map. Skybox. Okay, so next, I think it's better to turn the VPN off. Okay, next is not it's advanced part. Advanced part, it means if you want to get higher score, you should finish the advanced part. Advanced part has 3 different targets, which should be done by which project will be done is decided by your student ID. So let me show you the advanced part. I think I will turn it off. I don't need the VPN now. The VPN doesn't help. So in advanced part, you can finish a part like shadow mapping, parallax mapping, and sorry. I just hope your network is better than mine. Yeah. So if you check the shadow, there's one part about the shadow mapping. You can finish shadow mappings or parallax mapping and deferred shading. Those 3 parts is what I ask you to do for the advanced. I mean, you don't need to do all 3. You only need to do 1. And so I will let you know which student need to do what. Okay? So here is your ID. For example, I will use this ID to. Your ID has several digits, right? The last 3 digits means okay. Your class. This is your student ID. So this is the. Just check this one, not the last one, but the one next to the last one. If it starts with 0, like 05, 08, you need to do the shadow mapping. If you start with 1, okay, you need to do the parallax mapping. And if you start with 2, okay, like this, you do the default shading. And last, there are a few students who start with 3, right? And for the third one, check this part, the PBR. It takes time, but when I open it, I will show you what is PBR. Okay, yeah. So open the PBR and there's lighting. If you implement part about the lighting. Oh, it doesn't work now. I think maybe the website crashed. Okay. Okay, yeah, it works now. Yeah, finish this part. They also have the code. All the code is here. Implement this and show me this. Yeah, show me this. Okay, so this is for the PBR. You don't need to finish this, but if you finish this, you will have higher score. But at least, show me this part. So for different advanced parts, for 4 type of student, it depends. If your first digit, I mean your ID, the first digit start with 0, finish the shadow mapping, which is inside of here. Advanced lighting, there's a shadow mapping. Yeah, shadow mapping. Okay, so if your ID start with 0, you finish shadow mapping. If your ID start with 1, you finish parallax mapping. And if your ID start with 2, finish deferred shading. And the rest, finish this lighting. If you can make this work, show me the project right in the report. Okay, so this is for advanced part. And now we have basic part, which is required by every student, and that's our final project. And any more question? I mean, I will write it down later, but I think it's better just explaining here so you know what is going on. Okay, so here is the website. Open the non-OpenGL website. All your final project is highly relies on this website. Yeah, you will have a template for the report, but first try to do all these 2 coding. Okay, make it works. There's advanced part and basic part. Basic part is required by every student. Okay, so if you're doing the advanced part, you need to finish this either shadow or parallax mapping or deferred shading or this lighting. There are 4 projects. Sorry, it might be a little bit noisy here. Okay, so it has 3 parts: the shadow mapping, parallax mapping, default shading, and lighting. There are 2 projects, but you only need to finish 1. Which one you need to finish, it depends on your student ID. So take these 3 students as example. So for example, Russell, his student ID is 25. So for 2, he need to finish default shading. And this 33 finish lighting, and 12 need to finish this parallax mapping. Okay, make the code works. This is for advanced part, and the basic part is for you to get the passing score. It's here. Basic part is in cube map. Open the cube map. Finish this skybox, which I just show you. The box within a skybox. Make the code works. That's for the basic part. Basic part is required by every student. So every student should finish this skybox first, and then some advanced topic. So any more question? Yes, I will send the template soon. Just after I show all this, then I will find the template and give it to you. So any more doubts about this final project? Sorry about the noise. I think there's some constructing work on my building. So maybe someone is to refurbish their home. Okay, so I hope everyone knows what you have to do. Okay. Yes, I will send you the template soon. Once I just plan, you know everything about what you need to do. I will also write it down, but it's better just talk it here first, so you know what's going on. Sorry about the noise. I think there's some refurbish work. Someone is refurbish their home, so it's quite noisy here. So basic part is for the cube map or skybox, which is required by every student. There's advanced lighting for and the PBR for. So there are 4 advanced topic. Each of you need to do the right one. Depends on your student ID. So if your ID start with 0, so like 01 to 09, you need to finish the shadow maps. Make it works and write down the report. If your work is about, if your ID start with 10 to 19, you need to do the parallax mapping. And if your ID start from 20 to 29, deferred shading. And the last few students will start with 3, like 30 to 36, I think, need to finish the PBR, the lighting. They all have codes, okay? So they all have the codes. Make the code works. And show me the final thing. Okay, so I hope you get everything. Yes, send me 2 files. If you finish the advanced part, send me the advanced part. If you cannot finish the advanced part, at least send me the basic one for Skybox. Okay, so I will turn off this class and let's talk in the WeChat because it might getting noisy soon. Okay, so if you still have more questions, just tell me in the WeChat.